All proceeds from this series will go to Samaritans. Donation link in the description. Hey there, my name is Riwen and welcome back to the Fazlore Podcast. Today I'm here. I need to sneeze. Oh no. Oh. I'm not gonna sneeze, that's even worse. Today I'm here with FREDD'N.
Hello, I'm here. What's up, guys?
And today we'll be covering FNAF Ruin. What was Ruin? So, FREDD'N, what was FNAF Ruin? Like, how would you kind of describe it? If someone came up to you and said, no idea what it was, what would you say?
I would describe it as Steel Wool's saving grace. I mean, they made this game as a basic. It feels basically like an apology for Security Breach and how some of that game turned out. Much more linear. It's just a more intense Fazbear experience, I'd say.
I mean, the fact that it's free definitely contributed to that. Like, if you had Security Breach and you had the mess that was Security Breach, you got this one for free, which was definitely a lot better.
Definitely. Imagine how like it would rub salt in the wound if they just made you pay $20 for it.
Oh,
we got you.
EA Core. If FNAF was owned by EA.
Oh, dude, that'd be so awesome. That's me if I was the owner.
Charge $20.
Cut that out.
Do you think Secret and the Mick DLC is going to be paid for?
Personally, I don't think so. I think they're going down a free route now since Ruin. Maybe it'll be paid for if I'm in charge. It will be. But cut that out. But no, I think it'll be a free little DLC. I think it'll be very similar to Ruin, personally.
I think it'll be really good. It's just, for Ruin, I feel like they probably could have gotten away charging like at least $10 because at the end of the day, it was quite a few hours long. It was an entire game of its own and it was quite well made, so I was surprised that it was free. Yeah,
right? It's just, it was really just crazy, I guess, just to have something like that come out and drop on the community. I thought it was really interesting. Just appear, just kind of one day.
Yeah, I feel like, though, it was significantly better than Security Breach. Like, as you said, it was the saving grace. It really proved that, hey, this, like, now we know as well that it was half Scott's fault because he didn't communicate with them. It's kind of them being like, hey, guys, we can make good games. Don't take this out on me.
Blame it all on Scott.
Scott's fault, Scott's fault.
We didn't do nothing. We didn't make a game.
We didn't even make it. Scott made the whole thing. He just used us as a label.
He did it. Look at him. Look how evil he is. Blue.
Steel Wool, you know, like its logo is a sheep. That's actually a mask. The sheep mask gets removed and it's just Scott underneath.
A wolf. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Oh my god. We've solved it.
We solved FNAF. That's the new, thumbnail now. We solved FNAF.
Exactly. We solved Steel Wool Studios. That's right. We're not even doing the game anymore. We're doing Steel Wool. How does this connect to the Hello Neighbor VR experience, guys?
And it turns out it's actually Buttgart and BanBan.
Oh my god. If Jumbo Josh appeared in Ruin, everything would have been better. Apology accepted, Steel Wool.
I will laugh if there is some kind of reference. If they do end up putting a little BanBan figurine, I will find that hilarious. I
will praise the game head and back. It'll be the best game that'll ever come out if BanBan's in. I mean, come on, it's BanBan.
It's BanBan. Although, to be fair, BanBan is such a celebrity, I don't know if he'd go into a small franchise like FNAF. BanBan is just so out of everyone's league.
I'm so glad BanBan could have a little reference to a small series like FNAF in it. I mean, it's really, really appreciative.
Yeah, especially when FNAF just outright stole everything from BanBan. The whole concept, the idea, the missing kids.
Right?
FNAF stole directly from BanBan, and BanBan is just so gracious. Crazy.
Like, I feel like Ruin was actually the apology for them stealing so much from BanBan. You know, they had to dial it back, and they had to steal from Hello Neighbor next.
Yeah, that's why when you put in the code 1983-8484, it actually comes up with an apology message. It's about like 20 minutes, kind of like Henry's speech, but better, saying, we're sorry, we didn't mean to do it. It's a really emotional moment in FNAF lore.
It really is, and I love the like fade-in images of the ink machine. It's just really just brings the whole thing together. And then you have Hello Neighbor's house and the neighbor's house just fade in as well. I mean, it kind of brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah, and then when it revealed that the Henry was actually the neighbor from Hello Neighbor the whole time, it made sense. Like, obviously Charlie, the puppet, was in the basement the whole time. Like, that's why he protected. It just made sense. It made sense.
Yeah, I can't even believe I missed that part. Like, there's so much lore jam-packed in there. Like, when they mentioned that Jumbo Josh was a failed experimented Freddy Fazbear that ended up being the Hello Neighbor that was a repeated motif in Hello Neighbor 2. I mean, I literally like
it's
almost
so
exploded
intricate
that Boris the Wolf was involved. Like, it was crazy.
Just amazing. Like, honestly, hats off to the guy and BanBan developers and to Steel Wool. You know what? That BanBan reference, like, this game in general, including the BanBan reference, was very good compared to the last one. They really pulled it together.
Exactly. They really did. They really did.
Really did. What was the lore at the time? What would you say the lore was at the time? Because obviously we didn't have any Secret Mimic, which gave us a lot of answers. So what kind of do you think was canon there before we go into more like specific bits?
I think so far what we had up to Ruin was we had, of course we had like Glitch Trap spawning from Help Wanted and the whole Glitch Trap story with Vanny and stuff, which we didn't really know where that was going to lead to. But of course, you can't talk about Ruin, and you can't talk about the lore at the time without a little book series called Tales from the Pizzaplex. I know, that's terrifying. We need to add some lightning sound
Trigger
effects
warning,
right now to
trigger
this.
warning, guys, trigger warning, words.
Guys, I'm going to say parallel. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the word.
Oh, it hurts.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning, we're speaking about books here. I know FNAF fans can't read. I don't want to scare you guys.
Yeah.
No, but the lore at the time we really had was Tales from the Pizzaplex. And of course, the epilogue set up this little antagonist by the name of Bendy. The Mimic. And he was trapped in the ink machine. Damn it! The pizzeria down below, the restaurant. Sorry, my notes
It's easy. They look exactly the same. It's fine. It's fine.
They look too similar. I mean, Alice Angel.
Literally identical.
I'm just saying names at this point.
Yeah,
but,
Boris.
Boris. Oh, how could I forget the Tales from the Pizzaplex story about Boris?
The best one. The best one.
And so the community was and still is torn about the books. And so you had this whole thing setting up with a mimic, and people didn't know what to think about that, you know? Like, who's this mimic guy? Is he just going to be like Eleanor, where he's just in the epilogue and a couple plushes in a closet? I mean, like, I don't know. But we soon figured out that the mimic was real, and he's coming to the games. And he came to the games in the ending of FNAF Ruin.
The Dark Revival.
The Dark Revival. Hello, Secret Neighbor.
I will.
FNAF Ruins.
I will say, when I first saw the game and I first saw Mimic, I didn't know who Mimic was. I was kind of annoyed because I knew vaguely of the Mimic's existence, but seeing this guy, I was like, okay, it's kind of cool, but also, who are you?
Yeah, right?
You?
Like, what is this thing?
I think
Jesus.
The reveal would have been a lot cooler. Although, to be fair, it is obviously kind of set up as, hey, here's this cool thing. Flashback kind of deal. It was kind of like set up to be just, I appear now and you're going to find out what I am later, because it was very clear in Secret Mimic that's what the storyline was. But at the time, like, without the books, it was just, what are you?
Yeah, it just got thrown onto you, and it made me feel like Ruin was a game that Steel Wool made specifically to talk to the fans of the games, or fans of the series in general. Like, you wouldn't know who the Mimic was unless you dived all this time into reading, but it feels like they intentionally set up the reveal of the Mimic to mean something to people who did read the books,
Yeah, like a little
and so
reward.
it feels like exactly, it feels like a reward, like, oh my goodness, this is the guy from the books, this is what he looks like.
That one guy.
But, oh my god, this guy killed all those people. How did he do that? We can't even run after Cassie.
It gonna say she's not fast.
Oh, the Mimic is not fast at all. Slowest creature in all of fiction. I think I could outrun the Mimic tied. My legs tied in like the bag. The Mimic. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as well it was definitely because. Yeah, well, actually, it's a good point to bring up as well, that it seems like they were trying to be like, okay, this isn't William Afton. They were very clearly being like, okay, this guy mimics William Afton you saw earlier. That's not William Afton, that's Mimic. It's very much them trying to be like, okay, we made a mistake. Look, these endings aren't canon. This guy, Mimic, that's Afton. Leave us alone, kind of deal. It very much was like correcting the mistakes because Security Breach had a lot of mistakes lore-wise. It was very
we gotta show you the Mimic. But it was weird because they, like you mentioned, they decanonized a bunch of endings from Security Breach. But through those little comic panels that like someone drew. Was it Gregory? I can't. I don't remember. He's an artist. But what was interesting about that was, even though they decanonized the Burn Trap ending, and they did that pretty close to the end of the game, they then showed you a bunch of markings and stuff from Burn Trap, and so it's really confusing on like what their intention was with the character of Burn Trap, like the Mimic, like people are still debating about it today. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing as well, because it's like, well, how canon were the endings? Because obviously the Burnt Trap ending didn't happen, but we know, well, from Help Wanted 2, we'll get into more later, we do know that the chamber existed, and we also now know as well the Blob does exist because he was in Ruin, so it's kind of like, well, Gregory has to have seen some of it. Like, where is the line drawn, kind of thing? How much did actually happen?
Was it like Gregory didn't go down to Burn Trap, and so Burn Trap was done waiting? He was like, screw this, kid's not coming down here, and got out of his little tube.
Oh, Gregory's just like, no.
He was like in that little tube. He was like, this is gonna be so funny, dude. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him so good.
I'm gonna jump
him. He never came. And it was like 2 years later, and he was like, damn it,
I may have fucked up.
Fucked up big time.
Damn. And it's kind of like, as well, because there is a prototype Freddy without his head. It's really confusing. It's like, well, one, is there two Freddys, prototype Freddy, regular Freddy? Or two, is it the Freddy from Security Breach? And three, does that mean that it's only Freddy's head that's missing, not his body at this point? Like, what is it? Because it feels like it probably is Freddy's head is taken off and prototype was the original Freddy, but it's like, why is he specifically being pointed out to be a prototype? Like, that detail feels very targeted.
It does, and I'm pretty from what I remember, the prototype words weren't in the trailer of Freddy, like on his foot. Like, I'm pretty sure in the trailer his foot was completely clean, which means they had to have added the prototype afterwards. And it's like, hey, why would you do this?
They just wanted a Poppy Playtime reference in there. That's all.
Oh, that's so true. I can't believe they stole so much from Poppy Playtime.
Crazy work.
Dude. Goodness. Steel Wool strikes again, robbing different people.
Dang.
Steel Wool. Oh my god. We cracked the code.
We did it. And Wool is just Scott rearranged. If you just turn a few letters round, rearrange where the lines are, make some of the lines curvy, it spells out Scott. It's...
No, it's wool because he's pulling the wool over your eyes so they can steal it.
My god!
Oh my goodness, this is the Steel Wool expose video, actually.
The topic is changed.
Yeah, we've lured you to this video. You thought it was about Ruin. No, we lured you. We're like Henry.
Connection terminated. We're sorry to interrupt you, audience.
I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to listen to FREDD'N talk about Ruin.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was, like, in all seriousness, though, that is a really interesting detail because no one else has prototype on their foot. So why is Freddy specifically, like, assuming, going off the assumption that Security Breach Freddy is prototype Freddy, like, why? What, I don't know, can you think of anything, like, why that would be?
I'm pretty sure what I saw when that reveal first happened was that, like, the reason it had the prototype was to, like, show why he was, like, not affected by the Mimic virus too much in the first game, maybe. But, of course, his body ends up getting infected with it completely. So apparently being a prototype doesn't ward back as much as you would think. But but with that said, then it doesn't make any sense why they would add the prototype unless they were trying to show that there was 2 different Freddys or something.
And it also makes you wonder as well, is, like, so something in Freddy's head is what stopped the virus, but whatever was in his body wasn't. So whether he's got, like, some kind of chip or something, because I feel like we're meant to take that Freddy's head is alive somewhere, but that Freddy's head isn't affected, his body is. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like there's definitely something there we're meant to take. Maybe to do with, because obviously a lot of the focus of Ruin was having those chips in your brain that let you see things. So,
yeah, and it seems like well, I just lost my train of thought right now. I started thinking about Huggy Wuggy, and my brain just kind of
trains,
exploded
like
there
the
for a
puzzle.
second. I was like, wait, yeah, true. We are actually solving Ruin. This isn't an overview or anything. We know.
Oh yeah, we know. We saw the hidden documents, but we can't explicitly state it for safety reasons, so we're kind of dropping the hints here for you to kind of make the connection.
Exactly. All I can say is that when Bendy shows up, it's gonna be crazy. That's all I've been legally required to say.
Bendy is Michael Afton. Oh, sorry, I had a cough there.
Boris is William. Cassie turns into Alice the Angel.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's why she died. Well, not died, but got injured at the end of Ruin. So then they add ink to her and she comes back. That's just what happens.
Yeah, right. What is going on in that ending? Also, with the whole elevator thing. It's like there's always that huge debate of whether or not Gregory did it. And I'm of the belief that Gregory did not do it. No. Unfortunately, Gregory's not a killer, as much as I would love to slander that little kid. So I think the Mimic was mimicking his voice at the end, when we hear that little distorted, or not distorted, it's the subtitles, isn't it? The subtitles, like, double up at a certain point. And it's kind of strange. And I think that's a good pointer as to who was the real killer behind, or real knocking
the real William.
Cassie.
I mean, remember this point.
Not really killing.
Remember this point for later, because there is something in Escape the Pizzaplex that does contradict this, but we'll discuss that in the later there. But I will say, I'm gonna get jumped for this online. But I think we are going to get at least cyborg, potentially robot Cassie. Because the way she felt, I don't think it's survivable.
You don't think so?
Well, maybe, like, I don't think she necessarily has to become entirely a robot. But I think it's going to be a reveal at the end of whatever the next game is. She's going to look down and be like, oh, that's not my hands. What the heck? Like...
There is a lot of, repeated... kind of things in FNAF, especially with the books, with kids being replaced with metal parts. I mean, you have To Be Beautiful and stuff like that, where it's there's basis behind it. Do I think Cassie will be a cyborg? Dude, I have no idea. after everything else, I couldn't. Cassie could end up being the second coming of Christ in the FNAF lore and ends up exploding half the world
and turns into Bendy.
Reshaping the world Shinji style than even Galleon. I wouldn't bat an eye. I'd be like, oh, this was just a part of his master plan, I guess.
Yeah, it's just part of his big brain. Just putting the wool over our eyes again.
Put the ink machine in there, damn it.
Yeah, Coward. So another thing I can't say this, like, mixes Mixes, whatever his name is.
Macaws.
So, okay, so based on what we knew then, obviously we have a bit more info now. But, so obviously Mixus was clearly trying to stop Cassie getting down there. But I think something to discuss now is why is he a rabbit? Because that's very Mr. William Afton core. And also, is it actually just trying to stop Cassie and not hurt her? Or is it, I will stop you, but I will kill you if I have to? It's interesting.
The way I saw it in the game is like, I'll stop you, and I'll, like, by any means necessary, I'll send out Monty the Chihuahua and chew off your face, Cassie. I don't care. I have no personal connection to you.
That makes sense because.
But the rabbit thing is weird. It's weird, especially you've seen the original design for Mexus, right? In the files, where he's like a skeleton looking thing.
Yeah, let me double check though. I'll show it on screen as well for people listening as well.
Boom! Look at that image of Mexus.
Oh, you got it already. Dang.
Oh wait,
I thought you had it.
The viewers at home. At home.
Oh, he's nasty. Boom.
Yeah, isn't he?
Okay.
Goodness gravy.
Oh my
That's not someone I would trust at
gosh.
my birthday party.
Let me send him. Oh God. Oh.
Low key looks like a Poppy Playtime character. To be honest with you.
He's still.
People are gonna get mad at me for that.
He looks like, you know, those fan arts of William that have like the big smiley face kind of thing, the big based on his minigame ones. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Although he had a tongue. What?
A tongue?
He has a
Wait,
zoom
is
in.
that a tongue? I thought that was two teeth.
Oh, is it
at the
teeth?
top.
Oh, that's a bit
think it's like
gross. I don't
bunny
like that. Ugh.
Oh my goodness. And he's got like a heart too, which is weird.
He's like alien level, but he's a lot more solid.
Strange is I can't tell if it's both ears, but I know this ear looks oddly cut off, like spring traps, with the wires at the top. I think there's some on the other one, but I'm not sure.
I haven't played Ruin, but if this thing was in the game, if that's what came after me, I would not touch it. Like, if I turned around and that was staring.
Jesus. It seems to be like, it kind of looks like the Xenomorph in a way.
That's what I was thinking.
Really interesting.
Especially his leg
He's got
bones.
like the weird beating heart is strange to me.
Yeah, it kind of
with the design
implies to me he was originally like, because Muxus, the one we have now, is a lot more transparent because obviously it's only in the digital world, but he seems a lot more solid, especially his heart. It feels like he was meant to be some kind of like security puppet or something like that.
What is he, some kind of security puppet? Say that again.
Say that. I mean, his eyes though look almost mimicky, like the way they're kind of glowing, which is an interesting point as well.
It reminds me of in the original games where the pinpoint dot eyes makes me think of that a little bit.
Yeah.
The weird. What kind of skull is this? Is this what a rabbit skull actually looks like?
There's no way. Wait, let me Google.
Yep, we're looking up rabbit skulls on this podcast.
It does.
Oh, yeah, it does actually.
That is
weird.
Oh, so it was actually accurate at least. I don't want to see a rabbit ever again.
It is strange though. It seems like there's some variation in the rabbit skull where this skull looks like it's oddly like a combination of human and rabbit.
Yeah, because the top half,
like where the eye sockets
stretchiness. Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes me think this is supposed to be like some combo of like a human and a digital being, which could lend leeway to people who believe that Mexus is is possessed or something. I think it's possessed,
he's
right?
Really
there's someone behind him.
Like, he's just such an odd one, because obviously we can discuss more later, because Secret Limit gives us some answers, but somehow more questions about this.
Exactly.
But there was definitely some William influence here, because I think the Mimic in the basement has William influence, and Mixus has William influence. So I feel like it's kind of lending towards that William has had some effect. Like, I don't know how, but the fact that both of them are obviously mimicking William, because Rabbit is William. Rabbit is William. So.
Yeah, Purple Rabbit it just makes me automatically think of it.
Yeah, it just is like it's too intentional to have a purple rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when the original design was so corpse looking, like William is.
He's so freaky.
And look at that. Ugh.
Oh, the more I look at him, the worse it gets.
Not a face you want to look at very long. Gross.
Yeah. So, another theory is that Vanessa and Gregory are A, working together, and B, sealed the basement. Now, this one is based off the idea that Gregory's basement is in the backpack. Because Mimic, for those of you, or I assume have seen it, but as a reminder, so Mimic is behind a concrete wall that we have to literally bulldoze over to get to the Mimic. So, the idea is that Gregory and whoever his friend is, because he's got a friend, is potentially Vanessa. And we learned that from the Candy Cadet stories. But do you think it is Vanessa? Because I have heard some other thoughts.
Personally, for the longest time, I was of the belief that it was my good old boy, Michael Afton. And that's what I wanted to believe. That's what I had to believe. I had to. I genuinely had to. If I didn't believe anything else, I would have. No, but then I looked at the other translations for the game. And I've been shown the other translations for the game where Gregory refers to their friend in female pronouns. And unless it's Mrs. Afton, which let's put her in the plot. CEO. She's CEO, by the way. But I think it's Vanessa. I think it has to be I don't know any other unless Cassie somehow from the future traveled back.
Oh God!
And became, which
no.
I could see Scott
not
doing.
Into the pit
personally.
again, please.
Please, Scott.
Into the pizzaplex.
Scott, if you knew how to write, come on, give us this plot. But,
oh no!
I think it's gotta be Vanessa. I mean, the ending that seems to be canon to Security Breach is the Princess Quest ending, where we beat the game and free Vanessa from Vanny, and Gregory and Glamrock Freddy's head leave, and we're all happy go ever after, and we all eat ice cream on a hill. But and with that, I think that if it isn't Vanessa, then it's like, what is Vanessa doing during this?
Yeah.
You know? As with them being still underground, I didn't personally get that impression. I thought that they were outside of the Pizzaplex communicating to Cassie.
Yeah. I think they went down to steal the Mimic, because that feels like it's what it's saying in the Candy Cadet stories as well, is someone got possessed.
Yeah.
They both got possessed, and they came downstairs and used concrete to steal the Mimic somehow. But I will say, I don't think Michael is impossible. Also because I have, let me check. Has the audience seen the episode of Mama Carter yet? Because I don't want to spoil it too much. If so, wait. What episode was she? Security Breach. Oh, it's the one before this. Okay, perfect. That links in. So we were actually discussing the fact that there is a lot of Michael imagery. Now, he might not necessarily be the person in the room, but we were saying how it's really suspicious that there is Michael's room in Security Breach, because for Security Breach, it's clear there was miscommunications, but it's also clear there were some things that Scott has directly said this has to be, and Michael's room really feels like one of them. It feels too specific.
Oh yeah. No, I'm completely of the belief that Mike is still alive. Henry's plan did not go through very well, but Mike is still out there. I mean, in Ruin, you have that suspicious graffiti-looking drawing that looks like Mike's name written on the wall. Some people lesser than me,
non-believers,
would say that it's those non-believers. That's the word I was looking for. Non-believers who are also lesser than me would believe that isn't Mike written on the wall, but us truthers, us real truthers who know the truth, who can see it through our sparkly little glistening eyes, know that to be true, that it is Mike's name, and that Mike is still alive. I don't see any other reason why his room would be in Security Breach, personally.
Well, not necessarily alive, but at least, like, undead.
Present. Yeah, he's there, somehow. Somehow Mike returned.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, he didn't die from his flesh being used as a puppet, and also as well we know that in the blob someone is there. We don't know who, but someone's soul managed to make it out, Probably lefties, considering we don't actually see Lefty burn. But yeah, I think he's probably here. I don't know where he would be hiding, but he's here.
Yeah, I think he's somewhere. Maybe we'll see him security breach too, or maybe he'll be like WD Ratman in Portal, where you just get little hints at Mike being there. You get a mic'd in.
Ooh.
But that would be awesome. Actually, I would dig that. But yeah, I think Vanessa might be Gregory's little pen pal friend that gave him the what is it? The schematics or the map of the location.
The only odd thing is Vanessa has the maps of the location, but what is the location that the Mimic is in? Because I don't know, it's just really odd, because wherever it was, FNAF 6 is built on top of it, and kind of branching into the next bit a little bit, but it can't be Edwin's house either, because we know that was probably the FNAF 6, or this is the location. Actually, to be fair though, there is an ending where you scoop it.
Exactly. I'm gonna say I think it's the sister location bunker.
That would be so cool.
Being held under there. I mean, the scooper has gotten redesigned before in Pizzeria Simulator. So who's to say it? And to be fair, the original design for the scooper doesn't really make much sense for what it does. How does that thing inject anything? But I think it being this same scooper that scoops the Mimic, it's peak. I mean, there's a
it's cool.
checkerboard floors down there. I know TD Reeds recently did a stream where he was like exploring Ruin, and it looked very similar to the area you get in a certain future game. We'll probably talk more about that later, but
I mean, something quite cool as well is that obviously Funtime Freddy and oh Jesus. Funtime Freddy is gone, but it's not impossible. There are still some animatronics down there, and I think we're going to, if we do go down there again, kind of branching into the future bit, if we get to go round the sister location, all I'm going to say for now is that it's really cool. Getting to actually see the sister location bunker fully will be really cool as a concept. Yeah,
and I'll say we never saw Yendo or Lolbit in the scooping room.
Yeah.
So they could still be down there. And I'm of the belief Lolbit has a physical suit and isn't just a little digital virus.
You just made me realize something. All the suits could be down there because Ballora was scooped and her inside was taken out, but the shells are all down there because they were scooped.
Oh yeah, the shells.
So Mimic can go in them.
That would be so awesome.
That's...
Mimic going in all the Funtime shells.
I don't want to be a YouTuber anymore because that means I have to play it. I don't want to play that. I don't think I can handle no longer having these cute animatronic suits, having frigging Ballora coming at me as Mimic. That is horrifying.
Dude, I can barely handle Help Wanted. Okay, when I have to go to Funtime Auditorium, let's just say my pants turn from white to certain other colors. I mean, it's terrifying. Okay. It's really scary.
Yeah.
Funtime Foxy scares the crap out of me. I'm running like Scooby-Doo runs away from a little killer, whatever they chase. I don't know. But yeah, it's not for the weak of heart, and I'm the weak of heart, and I died. I mean, I'm actually a ghost right now while you're talking.
Oh, that makes sense. How you know all the lore of like bending and stuff because you've already died, so you get like access. And
yeah,
stuff.
I'm the ink doubles from what are they called from Bendy?
Ink demon.
Like no, like there's like once you go into the machine, it makes like an ink double of you that like is like I don't even remember.
Oh yeah.
And it's like what your main character is, but that's me. That's what I've been experiencing.
Oh, I
right
see.
Now.
That makes sense. Sorry for your loss, but it's good that you were able to enjoy Garten and BanBan.
But I wasn't there for chapter 10. No, I died before chapter 10.
Damn. Oh, is it already on chapter 10?
I think so. I'm pretty sure they made a tweet today saying if any content creators want a Steam key, just tell us. And I was like, hey guys. I mean,
I want one.
I'm not saying I'm a content creator, but at the same time I am, and I want that.
Yeah, I want a copy. What? I want.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Let's all, guys, all of you watching, make sure FREDD'N gets the copy of Garten of BanBan 10 sent to him by the Euphoric Brothers. Come on, guys. We can make it happen. Together, we're FNAF.
When is the release date, actually? This is such a sidetrack, but I'm away from 4th to 10th. But if I can get that Steam key, I want it.
Let me see. Let me see when the release date. Wait, did Garten of BanBan already released? 10 already released?
What?
What's going on here? I googled it. Wait, which Garten of BanBan game are we on?
Wait,
That's
9.
the real question. Wait, we're on 9?
Yeah, we're on 9.
Okay.
That makes sense, because it does seem like the penultimate one based on the ending of it. Yeah, it's unknown. Oh, give me a key.
Give
Key.
me the key. Wait, let me go to the Euphoric Brothers Twitter. Yeah, we're really sidetracked here for a second.
If I get the key, you are more than welcome to sit with me as I play it, okay? I will share that experience with you.
Garten of BanBan 8. That's the one that we're getting the keys for. Wow, we're not even on 9 yet.
Do we have the release date for 8?
When is 8 release? It will be released in September. Wait.
2025.
September? Just 2025.
Just 2025.
It'll be here soon. Don't worry, viewers. You'll have Garten of BanBan soon.
Woo.
Don't worry. I know they were all stressing about that in the Ruin.
I know. They're like, okay, Ruin, sure, but BanBan. Okay, we understand.
Ruin is temporary. BanBan is forever. Remember that.
It is going to be at this rate.
Exactly. Rename it to Garten of BanBan and a little bit of FNAF Ruin.
I'm like change the thumbnail here. I just put the thumbnail on screen, the new thumbnail. We solved FNAF and BanBan.
We solved FNAF and mostly BanBan. A little bit of FNAF.
Okay. Coming back to it.
Yeah.
So the last one to kind of talk about on the game lore now is the brain chip. So do you think some of the Pizzaplex is false because we can quite literally go through walls? So do you think that is just a gameplay mechanic, or do you think that is possibly some of the Pizzaplex isn't actually there, it is AR or something?
I definitely think there's something weird going on. Now, I came up with a little insane theory.
Oh.
So I'm going to talk about it soon. It's very crazy. I call it multiversal leak theory, all right? But the idea is that when we're using the AR, we're being sent to another universe. I know. I lost so many. Viewer retention went down by
Everyone clicked
80%. Oh, get a load of this.
BanBan, guys. BanBan. Keyword. BanBan. Okay.
BanBan. Bendy. Okay,
Bendy,
so
Bendy.
Imagine. let me put my theory into Bendy terms. Okay, imagine if Bendy went into the ink machine, but when he got out of the ink, every time he went in the ink machine, it was a different Bendy world around him, and you think as a player that this different Bendy world is just the AR Bendy world, but actually it's another universe's Bendy world where the Bendy books take place, and you're being sent to that Bendy world. Now let me circle this back in FNAF terms. Blah blah blah, backstory stuff, blah blah blah. Imagine my idea is that maybe we do the AR, and we are taken to the Tales from the Pizzaplex, and it's different than our Pizzaplex, and then suddenly we have all this technology being used too much, and we're getting little leaks of the universes in each other. Now, is this canon? Is this plausible? No, but that's besides the point. The point is that it's awesome, okay? And sometimes that overruns any kind of theory proof you need, all right?
To be fair,
but other than that theory, I have no idea.
In your defense, we do have some really wacky stuff happening in Into the Pit. So
exactly, we do.
It's not entirely out of the realm. I do think it's potentially some AR thing, but that implies that all the guests have had the chip go in their brain, which is actually, no, it wouldn't do. But like, how are they seeing the walls? Like normally with AR, you'd see the walls because you're in the AR, whereas. Maybe in the Fazwatch, maybe you get stabbed when you get a Fazwatch or something, like a little injection, and you're like, whoa,
maybe
he's in the walls.
Maybe you do get a little chip. But that is a very weird point in the game. And then you have some like things like the Gregory missing posters and stuff in the AR world that makes you think it's a combination of what's going on in Cassie's mind and with the combining with this whole AR thing. And it's like, well, then what the hell is this AR? What is going on, Fazbear Entertainment? Where's the roleplay area?
It almost
But,
feels like an upgraded illusion disc. Like, actually, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's really silly. But throughout the entire Pizzaplex, we hear music, so it's not impossible because we know that there is a frequency that plays that makes you see other things. So it could literally be in the Pizzaplex music. It's not.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it could be. It could very well be. I think that might be a good explanation.
It would make sense why the chip then stops it then, because when you have the mask on, you're not hearing it or you're not getting that input, so you then see.
Everything's like muffled in the AR world. It's like a weird.
Oh, that's such a good point.
So we just solved FNAF.
We actually solved FNAF and BanBan. We actually solved FNAF by using bendy terms.
Exactly.
Peak.
Come on, more theorists need to use bendy terms.
Nowhere else on YouTube and Spotify will you see this content, okay? Nowhere else.
Exactly. Wonderful. Spotify users are like, we're glad we don't see it anywhere else. We're freaking happy.
They're like, we didn't sign up for this.
Right now.
This episode is so on a whole different planet from all the other episodes, but I love it. This is peak. This is peak FNAF.
We FNAF'd it.
To be fair, that is the biggest revelation so far, I think, or one of the biggest, is making the connection that illusion dictates sound, and then you pointing out, oh, well, actually, in Ruin, the sound is muffled, so it actually connects shockingly well. So
it's
we may have actually solved
we're actually solving stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, guys.
And this is why we worship BanBan.
This is why we worship BanBan. Jumbo Josh is real, and he's coming to the games.
What is the game lore now? The game lore being changed, I feel like the big blaring thing is MXES, because now we know that MXES was meant to be Fiona, and now he's a rabbit, so what the heck? Where has she gone?
So, in Secret of the Mimic, our little introduction to the proto MXES is the Cradle program, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I'm of the belief that the Cradle program is separate from Fiona, and that Fiona is like, she created the Cradle program to basically keep. She says in the note that it's like to keep the Mimic David M2. What is? I don't know. Let's call him Bob. To keep Bob under control and like kind of exactly what Mexus is doing in Ruin, where it's just keeping Bob in that little hubble over there. But so I'm of the belief that Cradle is a different thing, but the thing that gets me is that she obviously didn't make it a rabbit. Like, that's William.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is that William, because the common consensus right now is that William like took over Edwin's house, I think, and it becomes the FNAF 4 house. And so he took all this stuff and he found the Cradle program and turned it into his own little thing. And it makes me wonder what his intentions were with the Mimic. And why he would do this to the Cradle.
I really want to know how he captured Mimic as well. Because he moved in, and obviously Mimic has imitated him, so it's been close enough to not be hostile. And I think the only way that's possible is because I was discussing in other episodes how Mimic is probably only attacking in self-defense, because people are coming into the Secret of the Mimic building saying, oh, we're gonna fix you. Well, that's his memory gonna be wiped. He obviously doesn't feel safe to be doing that. Like, that's gonna almost basically kill him, because your memories are what make you you. So if William somehow is like, oh, I don't want to ruin you, you're great, like, you know, I can make you better, you're just gonna be cool. Like, I could see that almost being the way it's done, but otherwise
I'm thinking maybe he used the Cradle program himself to keep the Mimic at bay. And that's why he altered it to be all rabbit focused and purple, which gives us the idea that William used it before and changed its name to Mexus. I don't think we still know what Mexus stands for.
Oh, we do.
It's been revealed yet.
It's
Is it
storage
like,
something. Wait. There we go.
Let's pull it up. Pull up the weird
it.
acronym.
What does MXES stand for? Mechanical X-Form Experimental Storage. Oh no, Mimic Xeon Entrapment System. That's the right one. No, wait, no, it's not. Wait. No, I'm sure we had it. It's on the Villains Wiki. What does the Villains Wiki say?
I'm looking.
I swear we have a proper name for him.
I'm looking for it. I don't think we do. I don't think we ever found out what the acronym means.
Oh, wait, no, it is. It
Officially.
is Mechanical X-Form Experimental Storage. That's what all the wikis are saying.
Really?
That... the people in
Oh,
comments...
here on the fandom page, it says it's never stated in game.
Oh.
And that people theorize that it's endpoint security or mimic. The M stands for mimic or something. So, and knowing Scott, his acronyms are really weird. So this could mean anything.
The X is such an odd one. Like, what is X going to be?
Right? That's it either makes me think it's connected to what M means, or it's a completely insane word.
Yeah. Xylophone. That's how it does it. It plays music, so then it goes, wow.
Xylophone.
Yeah.
We are solving the freaking lore.
Solving FNAF. And that's how it links into BanBan, because BanBan plays the xylophone, he plays music, and then it goes over and it calms down, and then that's how they link.
The Mexus was originally made for BanBan. That's the real theory.
Yeah.
That's not even a theory. That's fact.
It's just
that one
canon.
Gibby thumbnail. It's not a theory. It's a fact.
Not a theory, it's a fact. But,
goodness.
in all seriousness, it almost could be that he's turned Muxus into the rabbit to condition fear. Because we know he's good at that. Now that we know that FNAF 4 is probably Michael being scared shitless, and that we know that Mimic is still partially a child. It's not, like how in Ruin, it still has its arm in the position of holding Tiger Rock. He's obviously still quite, childish, so I could quite easily see William doing experiments on him and having Mixus be a rabbit, so when he sees William as a rabbit, he's like, oh, scary, 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 kind of thing.
Right. It's very interesting that Mexus appears in the AR world when it's like, as we've talked about before, muffled the illusion technology. And we've seen illusion technologies very William. Like that's he's the main guy. Yeah, he's the main guy with illusion stuff. And so it makes me wonder, how did he, why would he have this technology where he gets rid of the illusion stuff? Maybe it's just for him, you know? So he can go observe the experiments and not be affected by any of this illusionary technology. And then the Mexus thing is just like a little thing in there that he, like his little OC guy in there.
I still think it's something mimicky though, because Mux's movements are really similar to Glitch Trap's in Help Wanted, but supposedly Glitch Trap is dead. And that's the odd thing, because that waving, because I'm pretty sure doesn't Muxus wave at you?
Yeah. I think he does a little, Glitch Trap wave.
Yeah, which is the odd thing, because that means either Muxus is somehow Glitch Trap, or Muxus is waving because it's trying not to scare us, maybe? Like, it's trying to genuinely be like, oh, there's a kid here. Like, if there is some remnant of F10 and 4 Fiona in there, then I could quite easily see it being like, hi, no, I'm not hostile, please. Oh, I'm going to kill you now because you're at risk. But hi, we chill. Kind of thing.
For chance, what if Mexus could be purely William, and the Glitch Trap we get seen smushed in Help Wanted 2 is the Mimic side? And now you're just left with the Mexus side that's William.
We were saying... Oh, sorry, yeah.
Oh, I don't even know what I was going to add to that. I was probably going to talk about Bendy.
Really peak. We were saying if William is around somehow, it won't be William's soul, it will be Agony. So, if the murders... Well, actually, to be fair, even, if Edwin's house is then taken over by William, and the Mimic is then seeing this, it's quite easy for the Agony to then go into the Muxus machine, because it's right there, it's getting the Agony of probably Michael's Agony is probably the one that, fueled it to then maybe even shape into the purple guy, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's very interesting. The Mexus is a very strange character. Don't even know what his name means. Get this guy out of here.
Get out! M stands for BanBan, X stands for Xbendi, E stands for Boris.
And S stands for Hello Neighbor.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, no, E has to stand for Baldy, remember?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I forgot about that bit. It's because he's not, as big a part, but he's crucial. It's kind of like he's not there often, but he's like haunting the narrative kind of deal.
Yeah, Baldy was that character that died before the story began.
Mhm.
Haunts the narrative.
Poor
I mean,
Baldy.
Baldy's just I love Baldy. I mean, he's like a brother to me personally. Yeah, Baldy's real, by the way, guys.
Oh yeah. Wait, I don't know if you guys. Some people were spreading rumors. It's a game. Like I know camera graphics were quite bad back then, but it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
Like
It
so
feels almost
insulting.
disrespectful.
Yeah, especially
Like,
now he's
it's,
gone.
Yeah, like you're kind of disrespecting the dead. So if you disagree with me that Baldy is like not a real thing, then you're actually like disrespectful, genuinely.
Really rude.
You
Like-
specifically, you listening to this right now,
Yeah.
I know who you are. I will find you. I know your location. I know your name. Okay, you.
Yeah, that one person
I
listening.
hope someone got really scared in their car right now. they're driving and they're like, what?
Like, oh, this is a really nice FNAF podcast. I'm enjoying this. Oh god.
How does he know all this? And why does he keep talking about BanBan?
They're like listening to this at work, maybe as they do their job. Like, yeah, FNAF 1, yeah, FNAF 3, BanBan, and then it still comes up with the Fazlore.
Once they get to the Ruin episode, it all goes downhill.
Oh yeah, this is where the chaos happens. This is where the chaos happens, guys.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But the only other kind of big theory that might have changed since is Cassie's dad being Mascot. Do you believe it? Is the kind of big question here.
Honestly, I used to fully believe that Cassie's dad was the Mascot, but now I have the seed of doubt in my mind that it could be Arnold, perhaps. Especially considering it seems there was so much setup for Secret that can help Wanted 2. And there's that cut dialogue about Arnold having a daughter, I'm pretty sure, or a kid or something. And then in Help Wanted, Help Wanted 2, you have Carney saying like, "You look like you have a kid." And so it's just, I don't know. It seems to be pointing me in the Arnold direction. Now, to be fair, I still believe it's Cassie's dad, and I believe Cassie's dad is the arcade guy from Security Breach who kept playing all the Princess Quests or whatever.
It could quite easily be that Arnold is the grandfather of Cassie. That's not out of the question because obviously Cassie couldn't have been born then. But there's like at least around 30 years in between. That's quite easy to have the kid grow up, or even 50. I think it's theorized that, if we're going from 1979 to 2030, 2040, whenever it is, there's a significant amount of time for for his son to then have a kid, and then son or daughter. Yeah, it's not out of the question. Like the child, Arnold's son, could quite easily be Cassie's dad. So.
Yeah. I think if Arnold isn't the protag of Help Wanted 2, he's Cassie's dad. Definitely. I think there's a connection to be made there, especially when you think of the whole thing between Cassie and Arnold and how they're kind of similar in what they do in their respective games. Except Cassie seems to be more repairing the animatronics, while Arnold is he's not repairing them. Not repairing them.
I mean, because my ongoing theory as well is that Cassie is Cassie's uncle. So her dad's brother is the original MCI Jeremy. And I almost think we're coming to a full circle moment, or we have Arnold going through that. We have, obviously then, the son dying in Help Wanted 2. We have MCI event tearing apart the family, and now we have Cassie being pulled apart. It almost seems like targeted.
We're focusing on the Cassie family now, not the Aftons.
Yeah, because especially the Remember Jeremy thing, it almost feels like, I mean, an ongoing theme in earlier FNAF games was mistaking identities. Like Michael was often mistaken to be William, so I could almost see Remember Jeremy being because Cassie's dad probably could look like his brother. So it's remember Jeremy, this mask, either that's your brother that died, or this is you. I think this is you. I'm not sure. I'm a mimic, but I think this could be you, kind of thing.
The Remember Jeremy text is so weird, because in that game, that's from Help Wanted, the first one, right?
Yes. And
we're led to believe that Oh, it is in the second one.
In the second one, you get that when you take the bunny mask.
Achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very strange. Because in the first Help Wanted, I didn't get why it's there. Because Because I'm under the belief that Vanessa's the protagonist of Help Wanted 1. And it's like, well, what does Jeremy mean to her at all? You know? But because you have the Jeremy, what's his name? The little developer guy who cuts his face off with a paper sheath or whatever. Poor guy. Whatever. Average day in FNAF. See you later. See you later, buddy. Bye. But it's weird that he's named Jeremy, and it's weird that I don't think they'll remember Jeremy's about him, because I don't think Vanessa would really care about Jeremy from HR who cuts his face off.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But
it's just a weird little plot line, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. I do think, at least for Help Wanted 2, it's referencing MCI Jeremy, because that's the only significant Jeremy we have. And following that line of logic, the only one, like, I've got a whole theory on my YouTube, guys. Theory on my YouTube promo. But the whole...
Watch it.
The whole kind of theory goes that because it's the only way that makes sense is somehow MCI Jeremy and Cassie's dad is related, and then looking at the ages, it then lines up to be siblings. And that's why Cassie's dad then works at the Pizzaplex, because he's stopping anything like that happening again. He's stopping because he knows how bad Fazbear is. It kind of makes sense narratively. So, yeah.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Definitely.
I think the only other theory to kind of address in the segment is also the whole Cassidy thing. It's so strange, and the only explanation I can think is, again, going with MCI Jeremy. If, you know, Cassidy was the first missing child or something, it would make sense that Cassie's dad would name his child after that. But it's just...
Yeah.
It feels too intentional. Of all the names you could have had to go for Cassie. Yeah. Which is...
I think it's, I think it might not be that they're related, but that they're biologically related, but like their characters are related. Like the way they serve the plot. Because Cassie seems to be set up to be our either our new protagonist or new antagonist. If you believe any of the Cassie becoming some kind of Vanny person, which is interesting.
It's not impossible.
But no, it's not impossible at all, and it might just be true. It might be real and come into the games. But I think there might be a similarity between Cassie and Cassidy, and what that similarity is, I have no idea personally. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so odd as well, because the Princess Quest princess is called
Cassidy. So it's like,
I don't know, it's so odd. Like, there's definitely something.
That's the thing. With all the games so far, there has been pieces missing, and I feel like we are missing one or two major details, and everything's just going to click into place. That might be, you know, that Michael is here, because there's so much Michael's symbolism. It might be that there is something connection to the MCI, whether that's siblings or there is something there, like even just through the blob. But it feels like we're getting to the point where we are so close to some proper answers. Yeah.
Right. That, like, Security Breach 2 is going to answer something big.
How does this affect the future of the games? So I think what we're going to get game-wise is going to be Secret of the Mimic DLC, which is how William and Muxes and stuff are connected. Potentially that how Edwin survived, because I sincerely doubt he's dead. And then Security Breach 2. I think we're going to get a bunch of answers in Secret of the Mimic DLC. It would very much set up to be giving those puzzle pieces. And then Security Breach 2 be the big kind of finale kind of deal. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I think so, too. I think, I don't think Edwin's dead, personally. I think he might be in a wheelchair, but he's not dead.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. I feel like the way I view... Because Secret of the Mimic kind of destroyed Tales games in a way. But the way I view Tales now is that it kind of gives us the ideas of what's in Scott's head. Like seeing the first draft of a script before it gets finalized and put into the games.
Yeah.
And some people might not like that for the books, but I personally like the books, and I'm all right with that. I'll buy whatever you put in front of me, Scott Cawthon. Fine, you got me. Guilty. But yeah, I think that's what's going on here with the first draft of the script, and of course, in Tales from the Pizzaplex, after the Mimic story, you get, or chronologically after the Mimic story, you get the storyteller, where Edwin is very much alive in the security breach era.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking Scott might be either pushing storyteller to take place when security breach 2 takes place, or or the events of storyteller already happened and Edwin's dead now, but he didn't die in Secret of the Mimic or something. But
yeah.
I think he lived the events of Secret of the Mimic.
No, I entirely agree, because as I've said in another episode, he couldn't feel his legs, but to be paralyzed, you don't have to be that severely injured. It just has to hit in the right spot. So if something just landed on his lower back, even a beam, he can get out of that without, like, obviously probably would need medical attention, but not to the point of dying quickly at all. Like maybe some blunt force trauma, but not anything death-worthy. So I don't know if he's necessarily alive in ruin, but I think he's alive enough to have done something. Whether that's tapes, whether that's build like a new cradle, whether that's give us the way, because there is some way to stop Mimic, and I feel like it almost could be getting Mimic. Like I don't think it's going to be beating up Mimic. I think we're going to try that first, but I think it's going to end up being connecting with Mimic. He's just scared. He's scared because Cassie's running the elevator. He's scared because people have been coming in to steal his program. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end up defeating the Mimic with, like, as cheesy as it might sound, it's true. The power of love. I think it's gonna take the Mimic out in the end, because I think love is gonna be the most powerful. What is it, like, substance or whatever it is in the FNAF universe, like Agony and Remnant. But love is going to be a more powerful one than Agony can be, and it's going to override the Mimic.
Yeah. So you're going to have to hear me out with this one. You're going to have to hear me out, because...
Uh-oh.
So I think Gregory is a robot. And I think he parallels both David and Crying Child, because it's so suspicious that not only is he wearing Crying Child's clothes almost to a T, he is parallel to David, because in that one Secret of the Mimic ending, there is a image at the end that is like directly similar to Gregory and Freddy sitting on the hill. So I almost think Gregory is the cradle. I think potentially Williams stole him to put him back together, to try and put his own son back together by using, you know, David. But considering the Crying Child is also called David, it just feels like even the line of "this baby isn't mine," it feels like it could all really line up, that Gregory this whole time has been some kind of program, and Gregory and Mimic are going to die together, because that's the way forward. That's the whole story. This whole time it's been about David dying and the Mimic that copied him, and I think that's how it's going to end. David and the Mimic, like two. Almost like David and his mother and father as well, because we know that Mimic has imitated Edwin and imitated his mum. I feel like it's such a beautiful like narrative, and it really makes sense why Gregory also has the ability, because in Escape the Pizzaplex, Gregory gets kind of his mind hacked. I don't know, he tries to kill Cassie a few times thinking it's a prank.
Yeah, he does.
But
definitely,
obviously as well, he can tamper with the animatronics, and that seems just a bit too complex. Like Cassie can tamper with them a little, but Gregory can really mess around with them. So I almost feel like we are coming to a point narratively, and that's why Gregory is like, I'm Gregory, like, because his name is probably David. I just think there is so much possibility for this to be the ending. But yeah,
I could see that. Yeah, definitely. Gregory's a very interesting character. Escape from the Pizzaplex was, despite what people will tell you, it was a very interesting book.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too, and I thought it had a decent amount of reveals about Cassie and Roxy's relationship. But you know, people will. Escape from the Pizzaplex is real fun when you don't got someone in your ear telling you it sucks.
It sucks. It's bad. It sucks.
It's bad. It's the worst book ever. It's actually the worst book I've ever seen in my entire life. Escape from the Pizzaplex, more like Escape from the Midplex, dude. Get this book out of here, bro. But no, I think it was very interesting to see the dynamic between Cassie and Roxy, and a whole GGY thing is very interesting, because it goes back to my idea that the Tales from the Pizzaplex books are little, like, the original scripts, and that GGY is in the games. And Tales Escape from the Pizzaplex kind of showed us that. And as for Gregory and David paralleling each other, I said parallel. Come on, guys. Come on.
Come after me, not him.
Yeah, come on. Wait. I think it's very interesting. There's definitely something there between Gregory and Crying Child and David, and then
Yeah.
David and Gregory. It's like a weird
There's
triangle
something.
of the three.
It's
And
so...
I could definitely see it ending with Gregory and the Mimic dying. Kind of like, I'm gonna protect you, Cassie, and then kills himself. I
Although,
don't know.
if
But-
Gregory and Mimic do die together, I don't think it's going to be a moment of violence. I think it's going to be a moment of peace, of like, to the Mimic, you know,
Yeah.
like when everyone's realized they can't beat the Mimic, and Gregory's like, it's okay, I understand, you're just scared,
Maybe.
let's go. And then,
Hear me out. For
yeah.
you listeners who have seen the show, regular show, that series ends with Pops hugging
Oh,
Anti-Pops
no!
and then throwing them both into the sun. And maybe that's how Gregory and the Mimic will go out, hugging each other and then like falling somewhere. I don't know.
You know, I found
don't know, I
out
can
about
see
that
it.
ending randomly of TikTok because I'd seen most of it, and when that came up, I was like, no. And I went to YouTube and I was like, no, how could they?
Pops dies.
That was my reaction. I was like, wait. This is a regular show. This is like crazy stuff, but it always ends up well. Like, what?
He'll be back. He'll be back. Trust me. Trust me.
Pops! He was the most innocent out of all of them, which was the worst part. And I feel like
Right?
I
love
can always
Pops.
see that being the Mimic. Mimic has killed people, but it's never been out of malicious intent. It's always been in self-defense.
Good guy.
So
He mutilated that guy, but he did it he had his heart in the right place.
he gave him a little kiss after, okay?
Yeah, he went, I'm gonna put you in a little suit, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
You'll be nice and warm, it's okay.
I'm gonna put a little bee head on you and stuff you in the locker. I'm dying, he's got my arm.
God.
What is it like Pyro from TF2? The Mimic sees the world as like magic and rainbows and he's actually murdering these people.
Just uses
Do
the
you
person's
believe in
own arm to pet
magic?
them.
He's
there,
got my arm!
there,
my
there,
leg!
there. Oh.
Oh my goodness. He sees all the security guards as like little baby people. He's like, I'm gonna give you a lollipop. And it's like a fire axe.
Or it's like jelly bean people going, don't eat us, don't eat us.
Let's go bounce on the clouds. Meanwhile, he's like hanging them from the rafters above the welcome show, and their like body is like dangling. And he's like, let me push you on the swing.
I want to fly.
Oh, let's play hide and seek. You're hiding in the locker.
Oh my
And then
god.
he like puts his blade hand through like the little slits in the locker.
Tickle,
and
tickle,
blends
tickle.
them. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Mimic was never a bad guy, guys. Mimic was never a bad guy.
Mimic is not the villain. Arnold's the bad guy?
Yeah.
Arnold's the villain.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't sleep. He was actually just a ploy to get sympathy. He sleeps all the time. He'd actually slept right before that. He was trying to do it to get sympathy because Fazbear is actually a really good company. So,
He slept like
yeah.
4 times in that game alone.
Yeah.
I mean, he passed out from the Jackie chase, fell asleep on the job. Passed out in the big top section, fell asleep on the freaking job once again. And he did it a couple more times. Like, all that guy does is pass
like,
out.
he's lying. All he is a sleepy guy. Oh, I haven't slept in 36 hours. Actually proceeds to sleep every hour. Like, come on, bro. Come on. We see
Freaking
through
liar,
you.
dude.
No wonder Mimic's trying to kill him. I'd be annoyed if someone was like,
You know
being
what?
like, oh, I'm so tired.
Mimic's in the right.
Yeah.
Mimic's in the right. Mimic's a
Like,
good guy.
how annoying would it be if someone kept coming up to you going, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm so tired.
I only got 36 hours of sleep, and the Mimic's like, yeah, well, I'm not real. I don't have skin. I can't feel things.
Oh, I'm kind of sleepy. I'm not real.
I don't even know what being tired feels like, bitch.
Valid crash out from the Mimic. Let's be real. Valid crash out.
Valid crash out.
Completely
I think
valid.
I think you should have killed Arnold more, personally.
Yeah, there
But,
should have been all 3 endings to have died. Gush about the game.
FNAF Ruin was the worst game I have ever played in my entire
BanBan
life.
better.
BanBan Chapter 8 will easily solo FNAF Ruin. FNAF Ruin might just be comparable to Dante's Inferno, 4th level of hell. And when I played FNAF Ruin, I had to stop myself from throwing up in my mouth 8 times. The Mimic should have killed Cassie. She was the most insufferable protagonist ever made. And the only positive I have about this game is that Monty was a chihuahua. No, but in all seriousness, FNAF Ruin is a great game. I liked it a lot.
It was fun
I liked how
mechanics.
they went for the whole. Yeah, I liked how they went for the whole more linear security breaches. Like, I can't replay that game to save my life. Like, I'd rather fall asleep in a VR chat world than play security breaches.
I have phantom
It might be
pain.
comparable. I've got phantom security breach. I'm phantoming my security
I've
breach
got
right
Phantom Freddy.
now. Phantom Freddy, true. Wait, I got Phantom Foxy. Phantom Freddy's like, I can't feel my leg. It's Phantom Touch.
It's Phantom Touch. I have Phantom Pain.
I have Phantom Pain. That's why I can't walk around.
So mean. This whole episode is
look
great.
at me, I'm Phantom Freddy. I can't walk around. I got one leg. Get a wheelchair, buddy. Wait, Edwin might be Phantom Freddy because they're both missing a leg or something about their legs.
Yeah, I mean, Edwin can't walk. Let's be real. If he can't feel his legs, I don't think he's getting up out of that one easily.
Oh, look at me, I'm Edwin. I can't walk. The Mimic walking. You know that scene from Monsters vs. Aliens where like the slime has like the jello walking past the person? That's like the Mimic walking past with its legs like, oh, you can't walk. Ooh.
It was such a big fuck you, like, oh, you're paralyzed? It literally says, how do you like my new legs? It's such like
I
a...
like my new legs. Just got done with them. Like, okay, sassy queen,
Mm.
dude. Goodness gravy. But Ruin is a good game. I like Ruin way better than Security Breach. I mean, then again, literally like brushing your teeth with the razor blades might be better than Security Breach. So the bar is not high. But Ruin is just, it's fun. The only part that gets me is some of the puzzles. With the Mexus puzzles, I'm just sitting there like, if I have to hear the freaking and the Mexus appear waving at me with a stupid face, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. But other than that, game's fun, gameplay mechanics good. Cassie is way more tolerable than Gregory is. Cassie acts like a real human being. Gregory's like, that's why Gregory's a robot. Bro has like no emotions. Freddy, what are you doing? And then he's like, oh, but I'm gonna kill Glamrock Chico with my bare hands.
And lying as well, like, is that my friend's beak? Nah, bro, nah, it was at B&M. It was at B&M, half price. It's fine.
Dude, I got it from Aldi's. I don't know what you're talking about. I got it from Walmart.
Yeah, it's from Costco. I don't get what you're going on about. Like,
yeah, like I got you a Costco pizza, Freddy. Come on, eat up. You need the protein, buddy. You don't have a body anymore. You need it.
Gotta regrow that body. Oh, that's a point. Do you think we're gonna get buff Freddy? Because we need something that can like physically combat him. I reckon we're gonna get like a buff Freddy or something.
I think what's gonna happen is that Freddy's little head is gonna be put onto that giant Freddy statue, and that we're gonna get giant Freddy versus the Mimic.
That'd be so cool.
And it's gonna be the most peak thing ever. And I'm actually gonna cry and stand up clapping in the theater.
We are gonna get a cool moment. I feel like I'm fairly certain Security Breach 2 is going to feature a really like big scale moment.
Or a farm, or a moment.
I mean,
they gotta have the clips.
We know as well that Security Breach, in the events of Security Breach, that at least Mimic has control of the whole system, which means Freddy can get in the whole system. So I feel like we're going to see some really cool stuff. But we'll see.
Definitely.
I'm excited. I think Ruin was really good.
I'm excited too. I think Ruin was the worst game I ever freaking hated. Stupid game.
Go play BanBan 8.
Go play Bendy and the Ink Machine, then BanBan 8, then Baldi's Basics, then Hello Neighbor in that order. Steel Wolf's
R.I.P.
best
Baldi.
game still is Hello Neighbor VR. R.I.P. Baldi.
R.I.P. Baldi.
No, not Baldi. I loved his basics. He was so basics with it in education and learning. And he
was so talented. He died for his talent. I still think it was a government hit. He was too talented.
Oh my goodness. At least we still have Pomni. At least she's still in the plot.
She's still going strong. And that's it today for the Fazlore Podcast. Special thanks to our lovely guest, FREDD'N.
I'm FREDD'N.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube and Twitter sometimes, but I don't really post on Twitter.
And also at Body's Grave. And that'll be it for today. Signing off. See you later.
She has me at gun. She threatened me to kill my children. This episode. I need your help. I need you to save me.
Thank you for listening. Hi there, PNG Win here. A reminder, all profits from this series goes towards Dorco's London Marathon 2026 fundraiser, in which he is raising funds for Samaritans, a charity for people who are struggling with their mental health, offering support lines and services so nobody is ever alone. It's a wonderful cause, so please consider donating with the link in my bio or scanning this QR code. Thank you.